Hey guys, and welcome to today's video where today I'm unboxing, setting up and giving my opinion on the Swell rain system. So as I mentioned previously in my fogging video that I set up, it's a Swell fogging system. I have been sent these items to unbox, to set up, give my opinion on. So thank you to Swell for sending me these, but I will keep my opinions, they're all my own. I have not been paid to say anything. If I think something's good or bad, I will say. So one thing I will say about this kit is it comes like this. It comes in this box, which I believe you put the water in this box, but it's quite good because everything packs away in here. So we get this all out. So this is the actual pump, the main unit. It's obviously got Swell Reptiles on here. We've got the in and out, min and max, and on and off. This is a pretty hefty, heavy unit. It's sort of a rubber on the bottom, which might help with sound, which could come in handy. Then we have the transformer. Lots of different nozzles and pieces we're going to use to put this together. And lots of tubing. Now when it comes to rain systems for reptiles, this is $62.99, which is actually one of the most affordable ones on the market because I was looking at other ones and they're so expensive, and some of the most expensive ones have really bad reviews. So if you're going to put out all that money and they're getting like 2 or 3 star reviews, that isn't great. Whereas this one's actually highly rated, so I'm quite excited to use it. Okay, I'll be honest, that installation took a little longer. I think it would be a bit easier if the instructions were maybe a little clearer or had some like images as well as the text. But next we're going to look at the actual sprayers and how we can attach these to our tanks. So they do come with this, so you can technically pop off these suction cups, pop this on and screw it to the top of a wooden vivarium or through the mesh, or if you want it on your glass you can just use the suction cups. So there's a few different things you can use to actually get this in your tank. It comes with a few different adapters, but what I'm going to do to keep it simple is just put the tubing through this hole. We've done this before with a rain system and it works fairly well. So this bit of tubing is connected to the output. With this last nozzle you want to make sure there's a stopper in it. It's quite easy to do, it's just so the water doesn't shoot out the other end. So now we need to just adjust the nozzles, and they're quite easy to adjust. They go this way, they go that way. You know, you can really have a bit of freedom with where you actually direct this water. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that with all of them. So I don't know if these suction cups have uses within the tank, but I thought we could tidy the side up by using them with this tubing that runs down the side. Now to add the water. So this is a 5-litre tank and I'm keeping this and the pump on the floor at the moment. Maybe when we have a more permanent place in our reptile room, we'll have this set up a bit better, but for now we're doing this. I'm going to add in the water. The only thing that slightly worries me is because the tubing was twisted round for so long, it is still a bit curved, so I hope it gets in the water because we've only added in about 2 litres. Also the lid of this is a little bit dodgy, like you wouldn't want to knock this over. This would almost definitely leak. So I've plugged it in. All I have to do now is turn it on. It's set to minimum, but I will turn it to max. But first we need to check this doesn't leak. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that is a mist. Okay, so sound-wise, it's quite loud. However, we also, I'm going to turn it off quickly. We also have to acknowledge this is on a carpet tile, so the sound could vary. Say you have a softer surface or a harder surface, it may potentially be louder. That is quite loud. The mist is there. That's on minimum, so I'm going to quickly turn it up to max to see what that's like. Oh my word! Okay. Oh wait, some of this sound is the tubing. See? Okay. Okay, so some of that sound you heard was the tubing hitting against the tank, so if I just adjust that, we probably won't get that. But that was quite loud, not gonna lie. I think everyone heard it downstairs. But the power behind that spray was immense. Like, I think I only need that on minimum, and that's enough. If you have a big tank you need to water, you will be fine with this. As you can see, this is absolutely soaked. This is more soaked than if I sprayed it down with a pump. I mean, this certainly covers the tank, and as I mentioned in the fogging video, a lot of our animals, especially, you know, our crested geckos and stuff, are probably a little dehydrated. They probably don't get quite as much water. This has given her plenty. I think if this was a smaller tank, I'd be worried about it getting like too wet, but it certainly does its job. Now, if you're wondering how this comes on, there's a lot of rain systems that have settings where you put it on for 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds. With this, you either manually put it on or you put it on a timer. Now, I've never been able to find a timer that goes on for less than a minute. Even those smart plugs, they seem to only be scheduled for about a minute. If anyone knows where you get a timer that comes on for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, that would be great, because I think for me, I'm going to have to manually put this on, because I think if this is a minute long, this would be far too much for Lyra's tank. But it's certainly powerful. I mean, maybe in the future, when Lyra and Drago's tank are close together, maybe I could, you know, extend along the top with more tubing into Drago's tank, and then the water's distributed over 2 tanks. I don't know, but yeah, if you want a powerful rain system, this is certainly it. Is it quiet? Oh my word! Not really, but if you want it to do its job and you don't care about the noise too much, then I think it's really good. I think the instructions could do with improving a little bit. It was a little confusing. I think if there's, you know, as well as written instructions, visual instructions, that would be great. Or even if Swell did a video where they literally go step by step how to set this up, that would be even better. But other than that, yeah, this certainly makes it rain. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you to Swell for sending it to me. If you haven't already, please subscribe. But thank you and goodbye.